kindergartners. Today we're going to practice what it looks like to listen, especially when you're at school. Now, when we're on the rug, all listening together, it's very important that we are doing our very best and following our school rules. So let's see, how should our body be? Should we be wiggling around? No. Should we be sitting crisscross applesauce, hands in our lap? Yes. Now, our hands can be on our knees, our hands can be on our lap, or inside, tucked down by our feet, whatever is comfortable for us. But if we have our hands in our lap, it keeps our body from wiggling and our hands from touching those next to us. Because at school, we have to make sure that we are not touching those around us. So it's important that we have our hands in our lap. And our feet tucked under too, because if our legs are all over the place, we are not keeping in our own space and we're not listening. Hands in your lap. Now, where should your eyes be? On the ceiling? No. On the ground? No. On the teacher. So wherever the teacher is, that's where your eyes should be. What if my teacher moves? I should follow my teacher with my eyes. What if our story moves to the other side? I have to turn my body sometimes. Good job, learners. I want you to practice this on your floor, wherever you are, at your home, at daycare, at school. I want you to sit crisscross. Practice that. Now put your hands in your lap. Our eyes are on the speaker and our ears are listening. Listening means that we are hearing somebody, but also that we are thinking about what that person is saying. Not thinking about what we're going to eat for lunch, not thinking about what we're going to play next, but thinking about what the teacher wants us to think about. If we're learning about letters, you should be thinking about letters. If we're learning about numbers, you should be thinking about numbers too. That is called listening. It's important that we do this kind of listening so that we can be learners at school. And it will help you to stay away from any distractions that might happen. What happens if somebody next to you is bothering you? Try to ignore them. What happens that if somebody is being too loud? Try to ignore them. And most likely the teacher is going to say something to that person, so they would stop. What happens if you're a home learner and you're at home and something's distracting you? Well, you can try to ignore it too. Sometimes mom or dad has to be on the phone. Sometimes you have a brother or sister who is being loud. Try to find a quiet space to do your work, and then sometimes we just have to ignore. You guys have been great learners. I'm glad you got a chance to practice, and I'm excited to see you at school.